to Art Life Live. It is Friday, August 28th. I want to throw the first comment on the screen. So whoever comments first as you're tuning in, we're going to throw on the screen. I've got one painting for you today. Get ready for Art Life Live. Nicole Romeo, first comments come in. You're watching this live on Facebook. Thank you. Thanks for showing the love. Terrence Howe, hola to you, Terrence. Bianca, shout out to you. Comment. She just said comment. All right. Thank you for watching. Trish, watching from Vermont on Facebook. And we got Twitch joining us. So Brian Monzo _Bone saying hello from Salem, Oregon. Hello to you. Thank you for watching on Twitch. Brian Monzo _Bone. Thank you very much. All right, guys, get settled in. It's Friday. We're trying to go on before, I don't know, whatever plans you have going on, but I've got one painting for you. So Terrence, tuning in, shout out from Catford, London. Let's throw that on the screen. Mr. Terrence Howe, right there, yes. All right, thank you for the love. Let's, all right, we'll be right back. We're gonna start this live stream very soon. All right, so mayonnaise is an instrument. Happy birthday to you. So we're gonna send you love, a happy birthday. If we can all wish, actually mayonnaise is an instrument. Is there a name that we can give to you? Is there at least just the first name? We don't need a full name, but I would love to put a name with that awesome screen name. So happy birthday, mayonnaise is an instrument, watching on YouTube. Devin Castro, watching from Sacramento. Shout out to you. What else? Oh yes, Amanda Bradford. Hello. Back to you. Watching on Facebook. Welcome. Nobody Killed You on YouTube. Man, you guys' names crack me up sometimes. But yes, all is well, and I'm actually doing very well because tomorrow we're launching this new Paint with Garibaldi program where I'm actually going to teach people. Actually, you know what? We'll show you when the live stream starts. I'll show you over here too. So let's shout out some other people. So everyone's saying happy birthday to mayonnaise as an instrument. Yeah, let's throw it on there. Charlie, happy birthday, Charlie. Everyone, whether you're watching this on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope, can we all just say happy birthday, Charlie? If it's your birthday also, let us know so we can shout you out. Billy Soria, hello to you, watching on Facebook, welcome. Jade Turner, I see you. Yes, so someone, Jade Turner said, I remember watching you back in 2013. That was the year after America's Got Talent. I did that in 2012. So thank you for following for so long. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, so it's so Nobody Killed You is his Fortnite name. If you go see it on YouTube, yep, right there. It's Tony Cooper. Tony Cooper also sounds like kind of a espionage name. Like I can see your avatar from Fortnite. I think Tony Cooper also fits the avatar as well. So I think you'd be cool with that. But yes, everyone's wishing Charlie a happy birthday. Devin wished happy birthday to Charlie. Who else? Terrence Howe said happy birthday, Charlie. You know, we're just showing love to our Art Life family. Unfortunately, whether you know this or not, if you're watching this, it's our initiation to become part of the Art Life family. So welcome. I appreciate you being there. Let's see. I'm just reading some comments. David Gilden? Gidelian? David Gidelian. Hello from Jacksonville, Florida. Sending love to Florida, everyone out there. All right, let's go ahead and get into this live stream. All right, welcome to today's Art Life Live. My name is David Garibaldi, and I've got one painting for you. The theme, what is it? How can we put this theme? You know what? Let's get this started. I'll think of the theme soon. Let's go. I thought of the theme. Not all heroes wear capes. I've probably used it before, but this one especially applies to today's live stream. Any of you who are Marvel fans, Comic-Con fans, comic book, I grew up like just reading comic books and collecting them all the time. And so this person, we're gonna honor one of our heroes who doesn't wear a cape. So in the meantime, before we get started, let's just shout out some cities. So let me know where you're tuning in from, where in the world are you watching this. And right now we are live on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Periscope, and Twitch. So right now I see Augusta, Georgia is tuning in. I see, and people are still wishing Charlie a happy birthday. Yeah, Augusta, Georgia. That is Queen Renee Marshall watching on Facebook. Welcome. Let's see, Salem, Oregon. You have Brian Monzo watching from Salem, Oregon. I feel like I saw, maybe that was you on Twitch also. You're going back and forth between platforms. Billy Surya watching in Sacramento. Jade Turner in Reno. I see you. Yes, Trish in Milton, Vermont. The comments are just like going up right there. Charleston, South Carolina. By the way, so Audrey Ellen in Charleston, South Carolina. I was in Charleston last year, one of my favorite cities. It's really, really like a charming city. It's the only way I could describe it. It's like I don't know, it's like an old world vibe there. So Charleston, shout out to you. Let's see, Rob Rhodes watching from Illinois. Yes, right there. All right, so before we get into today's live, I just wanted to share this with you guys. I've been talking about the new session that we're starting called Paint with Garibaldi, where I will be your personal live painting coach. And this is what I'm gonna teach the people taking my class tomorrow. So the first inaugural Paint with Garibaldi session is tomorrow at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have a bunch of people, actually a bunch of groups that signed up for this, and I already showed this to them, but I just want to let you guys in on it. This is what I'm going to teach them how to paint, believe it or not. And so those of you who are either, say you're already painting, you're already creating, and you want to learn some new skills, I'm going to teach those tomorrow. If you're a first-time person painting, you've never touched a paintbrush, you're gonna be my favorite on there because you're gonna learn how to bring this to life. And even if you just do it once tomorrow, I want you to watch the video. It'll be on demand for a week. So you have to register, and there's a link in my bio called Paint with Garibaldi, or you can just visit my website, garibaldiarts.com, for more info. Again, this is what I'm gonna teach you guys, how to paint. And this, you can make this is a couple here. It can be you or your friend, whoever it is. So I'm super excited about that. And tonight we're doing like a VIP family and friends night. So I'm gonna use them as art guinea pigs, try it out on them, get some feedback, and then tomorrow we're gonna crush it. We're gonna have some fun. So, all right, I'm ready to paint. I need to just get my mind off the world. Today's theme, not all heroes wear capes. I'm pretty sure that he thought of this. So if you're watching this on Instagram and TikTok, do me a huge favor. If you want to watch this in better quality, go to the link in my bio. It says live stream. Otherwise, all good. Hang out here. Share this in people's DMs as you see it and as you enjoy it. If you're on Facebook, hit the share button. That's the best way you can support these lives. All we ask is that you like these videos and share them. That is the best way that we can keep showing up and keep coming back here. I appreciate the love. All right, and Billy Soria said, saw you on Good Day today. Yes, I was on Good Day Sacramento. Shout out to my mom, also watching. And yeah, Sarush, this is what you guys are gonna learn. I believe in you. Sir, I believe all of you are capable of creating it, and that's why I want to walk you through step by step. It'll be like a new party trick. Like the next time you're at a paint night, you're like, I got this. All right, guys, let's get into this. Again, my name is David Garibaldi. This is Art Life Live. Let's paint. Yes, we got the music going. If you're watching this right here, you can hear it. Hopefully you can feel it. It's Friday, so we're gonna try to set the vibe for the rest of the weekend. And again, thank you all so much for joining me for this Art Life Live session. One painting for you. You see the blank canvas behind me. Some housekeeping, Instagram and TikTok. Go to the link in my bio. Otherwise, all good. Come along. And as I'm painting, leave your questions down below in the comments. I'll be able to read the comments on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope, and then hopefully they'll call out some other questions on the other platforms. So let's not waste any time. Let's do this. Let's see. Always gotta picking the right brush to start with is like, I don't know what it is. You're like, does it speak to me? Is this brush speaking to me? Mix a little of this with a little of that. All right, let's paint. I'm gonna start this thing off with a more red undertone. If you watch these live streams, let me know if you're back and you know that I refer to this as our undertone. And you know, those of you that have been watching these as well, I love it and I appreciate it. I'm so glad and I'm grateful to paint for you. But I developed this program called Paint with Garibaldi so that we can paint together. And I hope to see some of you there. So I'm looking forward to interacting with you guys on that as well. But it'll be much different than this. We're gonna be creating together. And as we're watching this, be sure to leave a comment, a question down below. I'll do my best to answer them. And it's Friday. I don't know if you guys knew this or I just get those personal alerts, but it is National Wine Day. I hope I'm not the only one that gets those alerts. I wonder how soon someone's gonna be able to guess this. I gave away quite a bit of clues, so we'll see how quick you guys are. Most of the time, you guys are pretty quick. We'll see. All right. Okay, great question. Someone just asked, what is the reason I first started painting? And I can't remember not creating at all in my life. So let me just backtrack. Before I started painting, I was just into creating. I would draw everything. I talked earlier about collecting comic books. I would watch cartoons and I would draw those, learn how to draw. And then painting was sort of this natural progression of, I wanted to take my art to the next level. I wanted to be a little bit more like laborious in my process and just put more effort into it. And because I'd never painted before, had no idea how to do it, it was like a new challenge for me. So, and I would say this, as much as I was against painting and becoming a painter just in my life early on, it has changed my life completely. So just not only the act of painting, just becoming more confident at this and doing it every day, but just the opportunities that it's opened up for my life. So if you could imagine, when I started, I wasn't that good. I wasn't that confident. I was not doing stuff like this. And imagine where you are right now. Imagine like if you started painting today, you wouldn't be as confident. But if I told you, if you kept doing that and you're gonna get more confident, and 10 years from now, that painting is gonna change your life, would you stick to it? And that's one of the things that I was just telling myself, that is, if I stick to this, I could change my life. And I believe in manifestation. I believe in working hard for and bringing to life the things that you love. So painting has just been part of that whole process in my life. A great question. Okay, good. We have a few correct guesses. I'm not gonna say it, but I'll let you guys guess in the comments. Who had the first one that you can tell that you see? All right, someone asked, what other mediums have I used? And I used to do graffiti early on. Naturally, I always and still do carry a sketchbook, so I'm always drawing. Design, I haven't really done much sculpture stuff, even though it still fascinates me. Man, what else? I don't know, I love all kinds of mediums of art. I do like to write. I have been, I guess that would be another artistic medium. I know we got some guesses. What are some of the wrong guesses? I'm curious. Are there any wrong ones? Okay. And I only say that not to put you on blast, but I love the wrong ones because, technically until we're done, you're right. Okay, so someone just guessed that this is Jamie Foxx. All right, let's keep going. See, those are all valid, guys. All valid. All right, great question. Someone just asked, did I go to art school or art college for art? And I did not. I literally barely made it out of high school. And I just started teaching myself how to do this. I had a lot of great art teachers growing up, but I didn't need college to pursue my career. I don't think that there's anything wrong with going to college. I just chose not to go. Let's splash some paint. This thing needs some energy. All right, what tips do I have for other artists? The best advice I can give, if you're just starting off, you're like, how do I become a better artist, is take my Paint with Garibaldi class. Also, do figure drawing, draw from life. I will preach this literally till the day I die, that to me, the greatest artists are the most observant people. And the more you can become observant of the world around you, the better art you're gonna create. Because you start to build this memory bank up of imagery, and it supports you while you're creating. And so take figure drawing classes, and I would say maybe try also recreating other art that you love. And maybe you'll learn about, wipe these brushes off, and maybe you'll learn about why that artist created that, or you'll think about, why did this artist, my favorite artist, put these highlights in this place or start it this way. And so recreating art that you love is another great way to just find out what your style is and bring it into life. Keep those questions coming. You can ask below. I will be able to read the comments live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope. So keep those coming. And I'll check those comments in just a moment. I want to just establish this image just real quick. Let me just do this painting. Okay, so someone asked, what kind of paints am I using? And these are just latex house paint. That's all it is. I got it at Home Depot. And that's also why it's so fluid, because this paint was made to fill up large spaces, which means if it was too thick, it would be too slow to get it up on the wall. And I just prefer to use latex house paint. But any of you who do any sort of live painting, I would love to know what you use. Maybe you can inspire the rest of us to try it out. All right, someone asked what jump-started my career, and to be honest, I wish I could say I did this event and everything changed. And I thought that early on, that would be the case, but it wasn't. And what jump-started my career was every day just one foot in front of the other, one step at a time. And even the big events that I thought would change my life, it was just part of this natural growth over time. And so if you approach your art career as if you're on a decade-long marathon, you're sure to make a career instead of going viral, making a little bit of money overnight, and then you don't have the talent or the foundation to support it over time. So for me, there wasn't one event that really changed everything. It was just, doing this show, connecting with this group of people, doing this painting, connecting with this collector, and so on. Just one step in front of the other. And again, I wish it was like that, but it was a lot of work over many, many years. And looking back on it, I would never change a thing. Because it took so long for my career to go. I've been doing this for about 17 years and I've been blessed for a long time, but I've been able to just sustain it over time because just one foot in front of the other. Just take our time. One of the hardest parts, someone asked, what's the hardest part about starting to paint full time? One of the hardest parts was just making money. It was finding clients and being able to pay bills. That was the hardest part. And then I would say my answer to that was, how do we maintain this? My answer to that was just really connecting and building relationships. So I would go to charity events, I would give away my work, but in exchange, I would meet people, I would exchange information, and we would build relationships from there. So, and with relationships come the inquiries and so on. So that was one of the hardest parts. I think the other part too was, I dealt with a lot of criticism early on. I got my first publishing deal when I was 20 years old. And when you're new, what they don't tell you or no one can really prepare you for is criticism. And I got a lot of criticism because people would say, oh, your art looks like this person and that person. Again, I wouldn't go back and change a thing because I was just creating what naturally came to me, and I think you should too, despite what the world says. So two of the hardest things about starting painting full-time for me was, again, early on, making enough money to have a career out of it, and then dealing with the criticism, some of the hardest things. So someone said or asked, in what ways has my art had a positive impact on others? And I would hopefully that other people can answer this, but one of the things that I have always strived for is to use my platform as a way to really benefit and inspire people. So I would say whether we've helped raise money for different charities to doing keynote speaking at high schools. When I first started, I would speak at high schools around the country and share my journey, but also encourage them to follow their passions as well. So just from giving and sharing information has been hopefully one of the most impactful things. But again, it's hard for me to say because I would want someone else to decide how I've impacted them, if that makes sense. Keep those questions coming right now. You see it coming to life. I'm not gonna give it a title yet because I'm sure some of you see it. But I'm just adding layers. You guys, if you've been watching this from the beginning, you've seen this come to life one brush stroke at a time, and that's all this process is. This process is one layer at a time, one brush stroke at a time. And even right now, it's not done, it's not perfect, but we trust this process that we're gonna add more layers to this. And it relates so much to just life in general, where you've really gotta just have a bigger vision so that you don't get stuck in the moment and get discouraged about anything. You gotta understand that even the failures are part of lessons that you have to learn. So how did I stay positive during a time when I wasn't making a lot of money? That's a great question. So even early on, there's something that I did that I want to encourage all of you to do who are starting a new journey. And it's very simple. I wrote myself a letter. And I looked into the future and I thought, okay, what do I want to be? And I kind of got that stuck in my head. And then I wrote myself a letter and I put it by my door. And I am not lying when I say this, I would read it every single time. Every single time I would walk out that door, I would read it, and I would have a different vision of my journey in my world. So I started to look at frustrations and struggles as this is part of where I'm going. And I kept in my mind, we're going somewhere. And that would affect, my way of thinking would affect my actions. And my actions are what brought to life my, everything that we've been doing. So having a positive, really trying to keep a positive outlook and a reminder of the mission that you're on is one of the best things you can do to remind yourself, like, hey, this is a hard time right now. And it is, especially even right now for everyone. But having a bigger vision of where do we want to go in the future? Like, and I'm not just saying next year, I'm talking about decades from now, like 10, 20 years. Where do you see yourself? And right now, what seeds are you planting to help yourself grow to that point? I like to talk a lot about and share a lot about those type of things because a lot of us get stuck in the micro problems of today when there's such a bigger picture that we're part of. So someone asked, what artists have influenced me the most? I would say Denny Dent for sure. Leroy Neiman is a favorite artist of mine. Man, who else? Andy Warhol is a favorite. Ernie Barnes is a favorite of mine as well. A lot of different artists. I love his glasses, by the way. I almost slipped and said his name because I don't like to give it a title until I'm done. But I do love his glasses. This little line that I'm drawing around it helps me just define and block in this figure. But also you realize you don't need to throw paint all the time. You can just, a single line can say so much. I'm gonna add some gray for the teeth to start. I'm gonna leave that open, and we're gonna go back with some white. And it's just a quick way to create some depth while you're painting your teeth. You don't need to make it all white. I used to do that a lot back in the day. I would just go in with the white and just make completely white teeth. And you know what? Our teeth aren't all white. If they are, God bless you. But I don't want that to reflect here. I'm gonna get some black real quick. I use the black sometimes. If I get paint in a part like on this mouth that I don't want it there, I'll get some black, just touch it up, just like that. Let's go get this white again. Let's add some highlights around the face. And if you don't have any subjects to look at, to learn from, do self-portraits. Look at yourself in the mirror. You know what you look like, and you can gauge if it's looking like it should or not. So let's keep going with this painting. Let's get some bigger brushes. Okay, so someone asked, how did I get to open for KISS? And to be honest with you, I don't know why they called. I'm happy that they did, but KISS, those of you who don't know, they're in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Last year they were on their final world tour, and I was the opener. Now every night, and this goes back to, someone asked what keeps you encouraged, and I talked about giving and how important giving is and how much it changed my life. And KISS wanted to raise money for charity. So they heard about me, how we do these entertaining paintings, and we've raised over $6 million for charity. So, not as well, so that was pretty cool. So giving is probably one of the bigger reasons why I got that gig. I'm gonna use this black to lock in some parts of the face, add some more wrinkles. I love wrinkles, I don't know about you. I don't have too many wrinkles on my head, but I love painting them. It's so much character. All right, let's start adding a color on the outside to really bring this to life. I'm gonna take a minute. I wanna read some comments down below on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope. Let's start at the bottom. So Mayonnaise is an instrument on YouTube asked, what do you do if you mess up? And I just use paint to paint over it. So paint to me is another acronym for something else I'll share at a later date, but paint is very powerful. And it also reminds you there's not an end to your mistakes. So if you make a mistake, like I just did earlier, I took some black paint and just painted right over it. Once you let it dry, let the hurt settle, you get some new paint and you go back over it. So, see. So Amanda Bradford asked, do you still have your first painting you've done? Have you ever compared? I don't have my beginning paintings because they're either somewhere lost in storage or I sold them or gave them away. But I know what they look like and I've seen them and I cringe when I see them. So, because they have come a long way. You're asking how do they compare? And I mean, even paintings from last year look very different. So we're always just trying to grow. So Timothy asked, he's watching this on Periscope. Timothy asked, this painting is amazing. I don't have much, but I would like to buy it. We do offer prints available. I don't know if we'll be able to do this because we don't own the rights to sell prints of him. But we do have other prints available in my online store, garibaldiarts.com/shop. All right. You see, there's one more question I can answer before I go finish this up. Okay, so Joseph Gilbert asked, are galleries overrated? Hold on, let's pause for a dramatic yes. And it's no offense to galleries out there. I've had galleries carry some of my work. I just don't think that you should put them on the pedestal like it's the only way to become an artist. Because of the world that we live in today, we can take control as artists of your own brand, of your story. And if there's anything that you can learn in building your brand or selling your own art, is either watch tutorials or take classes about building a brand. Learn what a brand is. And you can start to create your own world and attract collectors that would never step into an art gallery, but they love what you do. That's when you are truly winning, to be honest. When you can really create your own world. I'm gonna get my roller for this. This will go a lot quicker. Quicker, messier, but quicker. We're getting near the end, so if you have questions, ask them down below, and I'll do my best to answer them, or they will throw the question at me so I can answer it as well, if it's one that we haven't already answered. So someone just asked, do I use references for my paintings? And yes, I do. There's a lot of studying involved. There's different ways that I prepare. Now, I don't have a picture nearby that I'm looking at, but I do preparation before I approach my painting. I would say, and I'm able to do that because I can draw. So that's why I always stress, learn how to draw from life, learn figure drawing, so that even if you don't have a reference of a face, you know how a face is supposed to still look. Purple. I don't know why I want to put some purple on here. I like doing things just because I can. You know what? We forgot his color. Let's put his color on. He's a gentleman. What's the color? Throw some paint around, let's get rid of that. Go back to this purple, add some light to it. We'll bring you closer to see all these details. All right, come on in. Take one last look at the ultimate hero, Stan Lee, the creator of Marvel Comics, and just, I think, all of us who grew up watching comics, he is our hero who does not wear a cape. Also, rest in peace. Take a look. All right, if you're watching this on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope, you're seeing this up close right now. Take a look at the colors, the detail. Some of the movements that I do look weird, but it makes sense when you see the final product, hopefully. Also, thank you so much for watching these live streams. Always, I love seeing the familiar names pop up in the comments. I love shouting you guys out. Those of you wondering how you can support, share these videos. like them. And if you don't already do it, follow and subscribe to these channels that you're watching them on. We also have an online store, garibaldiarts.com/shop. You can buy prints of images that I've created on these lives. And then we also launched a new program called Paint with Garibaldi, where I will be teaching you how to paint as well. You can sign up for that on my website, garibaldiarts.com. So take one last look before we wrap up this session, and then we'll chat before we sign off. That was fun. That was like such a fun painting today. I'll fix them up. You gotta say hi to them when you flip the camera around. All right, if you guys are missing it, you can see the live stream still going. Let's go back here. Session. You saw the painting. Let's go to the painting real quick on the center camera. And that right there is Mr. Stan Lee. Today's theme was Not All Heroes Wear Capes. And as a child, you know, him being behind Marvel and just comic books in general, it helped my imagination go wild and helped me believe that anything is possible. And so big shout out to Stan Lee, rest in peace. You see there, down there, right there on the screen, if you text Art Life to 58885, it'll enter you to win one of my original paintings. You can also find that on all my platforms. So it's down there on the screen if you're watching it right here. Text Art Life to 58885. Let's do some shout outs before we sign off. It's Friday. I want to know, where are you watching this? Where in the world are you? So as you're typing either your country flag or your city or your state, I just want to show you this. Tomorrow we're kicking off Paint with Garibaldi, and I'm going to be teaching you how to paint this. So the cityscape, there's other ones that we'll do in the future, but to kick things off for the very first Paint with Garibaldi, we're going to put it on the screen. And even if you don't sign up, go check out the link, garibaldiarts.com/paint, just to get more information about what this is. So we're throwing it there on the screen. And tomorrow's session will be at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. Keep in mind, if you're not in those time zones and say you're gonna be in bed, if you registered, you can access that Paint with Garibaldi session on demand for 1 week. So you can do it on your time, as long as you have the supplies, and the supplies list is there. Shout out to Wrestling Fan greetings from Germany. I see you. I see Terrence Howe again in Catford, London. Welcome. Let's see. Yep, Biltmore, Maryland. Welcome, Joseph Gilbert, watching this. I'm gonna check on TikTok and Instagram as well, as you guys are letting me know where you're tuning in from. Let's see. I think it's Bavaria. Bavaria watching. Yes. Just checking out some comments. All right, Philippines tuning in. Welcome to you on Instagram. Welcome, shout out to the Philippines. I see India, welcome to you as well. I see New Zealand, welcome. I think that's New Zealand. I'm a Potato, is that the New Zealand flag? Can you let me know? That would be awesome. Pennsylvania, that is, I can't read that name on here, but I see Italy, welcome to you. So I'm a Potato, is that a New Zealand flag? You gotta let me know. I think I could see it. All right, I see Steven. You're tuning in from England. And let's see, will the Paint with Garibaldi be a regular series similar to this? It'll be a regular series, but not like these live streams. So it will be streamed in this quality. We have a camera up top, we have this camera right here, and we'll be going between as I walk you through step by step how to bring this painting to life. But we're gonna take our time. So we're gonna be doing these sessions live for an hour and a half to 2 hours. And as the paint dries in some parts, we're gonna have a sip of whatever you've got. But I'm really gonna be sharing insight on how to do this stylized fine art form of painting. And so, and also think about it like this. These live streams are hopefully entertaining to you, and I love to paint for you. Paint with is us painting along together. I'm gonna be taking my time, checking in on you. We use a Zoom webinar as our platform for this, so it allows us to just reach a lot of different people at the same time as well. So again, go get more information at garibaldiarts.com/paint. Even if you don't sign up for this one, our next class is September 12th. And you can watch a video on there and it explains what this is. And it's new. Cat Brackett, sending love back to New York. Sending love, Kat, watching this on Facebook. Let me go over here to TikTok and Instagram. Thank you guys, appreciate the love. Yes, New Zealand, all right. I was right, so I am Potato, Crowley Sisters in New Zealand. Shout out to you as well. So I would say right now, TikTok is definitely one of the bigger platforms, but I would say Facebook and YouTube are definitely growing. We got to get those Twitch numbers up. I want to see more people on Twitch. So maybe we should do like an exclusive live stream for Twitch. I don't know. If anyone's watching on Twitch, let us know what we can do to hook you up. Let's actually scroll back down. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, UK. Yeah. Jill Martindale watching on Facebook, sending love back to the UK. Covington, Kentucky, Brian Baxter, you're watching on Facebook, welcome. Chunky Monkey in Louisiana, another contender for best screen name. Turkey, I see you, that is, can't read the name, but shout out to Turkey. I see you. All right, guys, and let me see if there's any questions in these Q&A parts. Let's see. Oh, they're just people showing love. Okay. Well, we're going to end this session again. Get some information about Paint with Garibaldi. This is the first of many different images I will be teaching you how to create. Go to garibaldiarts.com/paint to learn about it. Our next class after Saturday will be September 12th. And if you sign up for our updates on our text or our world giveaway email as well, we'll send you info there. So hope you have an amazing Friday weekend. I can't wait to just paint more with you. I can't wait to create with you. And we'll see you next Thursday. We'll be live again like this in the studio next Thursday. I don't know the date, but we go live now every Thursday and Friday. So thank you all. Let's take one last look. Mr. Stan Lee, we created him today. You see him there on the screen. And